Good morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the Wednesday the 17th of November 2021. They cut all the grass yesterday across the way. We were helping the guy with some tools so he could fix his blade, and he really did a number and did it really quickly. But we're having a beautiful sunny morning. I got the boys out. Say hello.
Hello.
There's my other little Rick Shaw up there. Just taking a little morning walk. We got a big glass of water and get out in the sunshine a little bit. Help with that vitamin D. But I saw some stuff in the news. It's just, I'm telling you guys, last year everybody was saying all this stuff I was talking about was a conspiracy theory and I was some kind of wacko nut. And I'll put it at the end. A lot of the boxes I talked about are getting checked. The one that really made me laugh is this Boris Johnson dude, the crime minister, they call him. All these people were getting the job of the Hut over there where he's at. And now, your status, if you don't take the third one, I told you this was coming. If you don't take the third one, you're considered non-Jabba the Hutt. Guys, come on, you're getting played. You don't see this yet? I mean, come on. There's got to be some kind of folks waking up on this one. It's just really crazy. But I also was talking to one of my buddies, and he was thinking this is the mark of the beast. I don't believe it is yet. This is maybe a trial run for it. I don't think all the markers are there, but he was really saying this is the mark. Because look here, look what's going to happen here. They're forcing this thing on you, and if you don't, you can't buy, and it looks like you won't be able to sell. You're not going to be able to go out or do anything. And this is really, really scary how this is, from what I see since I've been here, this is a Christian nation. One thing you notice here, when you go by the churches and stuff on the weekend, they're full, guys. They are full. They're standing room only, a lot of them. And and they push that back with this convent stuff. The numbers have definitely lessened, especially last year. It's coming back up again, though. But as a Christian nation, how can these people get fooled on this? I'm not getting it. We got so many people, because they're afraid of losing their job, that they just went ahead and got it. And they'll go get the next one and the next one and the next one. They've already done one, so they think there's nothing to it. But I do believe that all this is Satan at work, guys. He works 24/7, and he's the nicest guy around. Everybody thinks he's got horns and bifurcated tail and all this great stuff. No, he's going to come around all dressed slick. Look at some of these preachers you see on TV, these televangelists and stuff. And I watch some of them, and my goodness, some of them are loony toony, crazy, and they're sucking in lots of people, and that's a real shame. But a lot of news coming out with things going on. They got some stuff going with Kyle Rittenhouse. I saw videos where people are getting beat, and the cops are looking the other way. These wonderful cops that are going to harass you and tax you to death, road pirates, and now something's going on here where they could bust somebody, and I think they're told to leave them alone. But they kicked some poor kid right in the face and knocked him out, and somebody beat him with a skateboard. I mean, all this stuff is going on now. And what are the cops doing? So I don't like to hear anything about these cops being, protect and serve. They protect and serve the crap out of you when they stop you for a traffic stop, and they do all this stuff. I mean, the internet's just full of it now. It's coming to light. But then when they're really needed, they're very selective what they do. They're all afraid of losing their jobs, so they become jackbooted thugs is what they do. And I don't have time. And they say, oh yeah, but there's good ones. Yeah, but the good ones stand back and just watch. They got their hands in their pocket and they're looking around. So I'm not buying that there's that many good ones. I'm just not.
Run around a circle.
Yeah, but really crazy. I saw another video on there. All this stuff's on Telegram. I wish you guys could find me. I saw another video where the dude was in the hospital with his wife and baby, and the police physically threw him out. You know, he didn't want to leave. What happens if he leaves? Are they going to give her the job of the hut in her sleep? You know, that's his job. He's the father to protect them. And these jackbooted thugs came in.
I thought we were going to run around the circle.
We're going up here. Oh, here's the circle. Sorry. Come on. But these jackbooted thugs came and got him and tossed him out. That's on there. I wish you could find me. I think it's t.me / and then Rickshaw Philippines. It's hard for people to find me, but if you get on there, if you just get on there and find me, make a comment or something so that I can put you on the list of all this information I'm getting. I go through a lot of information. I'm kind of like the editor because some of it I'm just not buying. A lot of these Q things and all this stuff, and there's just too much of it I don't buy. I'm just not into it. You know, I don't know what you would call that. I'm not really trying to censor anything. I just don't buy into all the BS that they put on there. These guys want to race. We got a motorcycle man coming. We got to wait, guys, until the cars go by. And a motorbike. Morning. So these boys want to race. Go up one more, Moo. Ready, set, go. Go, Mo, go. Come on, buddy. Faster. Beat it out, beat it out. Come on. Come on. You guys, I'm telling you, you're doing pretty good. My two running boys, they got to race around that circle pretty much every day, 2-3 times a day. And we'll ride the bikes. We'll ride the bikes around the circle, and we like to ride the motorbike. I'm still really happy with that. The change made to that bike. Now it's got me wanting to get the springs done on it so it doesn't bottom out in the front end so much. I don't know. I might be able to do some spacers because the travel on that thing isn't very much, and I'm going to take a look at it probably today and see if I can get some PVC pipe or something that'll slide down in there and make a spacer. So we had a guy yesterday come in here right at this corner right here where we're at now. I'm coming down on the motorcycle, you know, normal speed, and this tricycle guy just cut me right off. I had to slam on the brakes. I'm not kidding you. I had to slam them on, and we're talking about a ½ inch distance. I would have hit him if I wouldn't have been really paying attention. But he just turned right in front of me, so I actually went to see the guard was coming up on his bicycle. So I told him, hey, don't let that guy in here no more. You know, I'm a homeowner here, and I don't want him in here if that's the way he's going to drive. If he wants to take his nasty tricycle crap in here, no. So they talked to him, and I'm not kidding you. Somebody else. Don't want that jerk in here.
Can we go through that way?
Yeah, we can go that way. But it's a royal shame. Some of these tricycle drivers, and you guys know it. You see it on the videos from a lot of people. When they pull out into traffic, we were coming back in the car last night, and from Padre Garcia, and just going nice and easy. And I saw a tricycle there. He just put a passenger in, and I hit the brake because I knew what was coming. And I'm not kidding you, his head never looked into the traffic, and he just pulled right out in front of me, just like that. They don't look. They own the road. You know, this is their deal. And they're going to do whatever the hell they want. They cut you off. Last night, the traffic out here in front was so bad. If you were in a car, you were looking at an hour to get into town. That's how bad it was. I took the bike just to see what was going on. Get over the side here. Motorcycle coming. Up on the sidewalk. Come on. But I took the bike just to see what was going on. And there was nothing. There was no, you know, morning. But there wasn't any kind of accident or anything that I could see. What I think is doing this, making the traffic so bad right now, is they put a divider in. Because when you get onto this one spot in the road, they put that divider because it's still a two-way. It's not the one-way yet. And they have it marked very clearly, and all these people are going into the oncoming thing. So that's blocking things up right now. You know, these people have been doing this for so long, and just because the TMD puts a signage up in a divider, they're not going to follow that. You know, that's a rule they can break. You know, they don't give a dang around here. This is absolutely some of the worst traffic, other than when I was in Manila. It's really rough that way, but we'll go out the other way. That's what we've been doing. If I want anything, there's a Alpha Mart and a 7-Eleven right up over there, and there's one over a mile down the road the other way towards Padre Garcia. And if I need to go up there to pick up a loaf of bread or something like that, I can be to that one and back faster than I can go just right up the street a kilometer. You know, this is how silly this traffic can get. But on my little motorcycle ride last night, even the bikes were plugging things up. I was in spots where I could filter through the traffic, and some bikes were just stopping. They were afraid to go. You know, they just wouldn't go. So it was the worst traffic I've seen here yet. But we are having a beautiful day, guys. Look at this. Birds are chirping. I like this area. There's a lot more birds than where I used to live. I had said something before about the birds. When I first moved to this country, our area, I didn't see any kind of birds, no sparrows, no nothing for a good while. And one of my buddies said it was because of yes, you're king of the mountain. One of my buddies said it was because all the snakes, these snakes climbing the trees. Hey guys, when you get out there in these little jungle areas, there's going to be snakes on the ground, but you know where the snakes are? They're in the trees. And they're not only eating the eggs, but they're catching the birds too. And I think what happened is the bird population, and just in that area, was way down. And then over the years, it popped back up. Here we've got pigeons, we got doves, we got sparrows. We had a really cool blue bird. Might have been a female because it was a dusty blue, like a powder blue, with a gray belly. Beautiful little bird. And looked fat and healthy. And Maddie and I saw that when we were out on our walk, and she let us look at her for a while before she flew away. That was a really nice bird. I don't carry my phone with me, or I would have took a picture of her, you know, find out what kind she is. But you know, we hear a lot of beautiful chirping in the morning. Of course, we got these chickens though. Yeah, how do you like that? It's our little mat cave area.
This banana street.
Oh no, this is the mat cave. This thing, when we first come here, we didn't even know it was a road, because all this stuff over here and all this over here had just completely devoured the road. And they cleaned it out. Now it's getting to be taken over. The upper street back over that way, the one back street is completely taken over. You can't even ride the motorcycle through it. I wouldn't even walk through it. You know, it's just too much stuff. We saw a nice big lizard again last night. I'd say he was 3 feet long, and I'd say around his belly was good 7 inches maybe. Over to the side, guys. Atta boys. There's our neighbor. Morning. But there's that church over there. But a lot, you know, guys, tell me what you think about what you think on that mark. Like I say, I don't believe all the markers are there for it. You know, you got to still have the Antichrist coming up, and you know, all this stuff. A lot of candidates for that. the way things are looking now, it's just about anybody in authority, they call it. You know, they're making authority on you for everything you do now, mandating this, mandating that, and you know, and I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, we'll just be a pure blood," but they're gonna toughen things up. I hope people have a lot of resolve. I'm telling you, if everybody just would, you know, like Nancy Reagan, and just say no, I think this would just end. Just non-compliance, not do it. But I think there's a fear factor of losing their little piece of the pie, so they just go ahead and get this thing, which is just, to me, it's ridiculous. How many people are really catching the coof, they call it? How many people are really getting that, guys? You know, like I said in the one video, where's all the bags? full, you know. But what I'm seeing with this Job of the Hut is it's you know, it's for a good many people, it's a ticket to eternity is what it is. And the sad thing is, it's a rough trip because the people are miserable until they head that way. You know, young kids too. You know, look at all this stuff that's happening with teenagers and stuff that are getting this. It's just horrible what's going on. I put a really good thing on Telegram where this doctor, he did a special test, paid for it himself. It's kind of long, and you know, he kind of really drug it out. But he was showing the test results on blood markers that he was looking at. I don't really understand that stuff as much as that guy does. But if you can get on Telegram, it's on there. On our, I call it New Everybody. That's where a lot of folks are at, and it was extremely interesting what happened to this just one fellow that he tested, and very, very scary stuff, guys. Very scary stuff. But I think this is planned, and you got this Fucci guy, you know, pulling his baloney. Why does anybody even listen to him? What's he doing? This, you know, he's a paid shill. You know, he's doing the same thing he did to the HIV community way back in the day. He's this guy. I mean, he is in the bag for Satan. End of story. Period. This guy, I don't even think he's human anymore. I really don't. He's if you ask me, I better beep that out. But it's terrible. It's terrible what's going on. Look at all these things that are happening. I'm definitely probably going to have to beep that out, or this channel will get shut down. So he's a mass leader to eternity. How's that? I'll do that. I'm going to take that whole piece out, I think. But very scary what's going on now. They're pushing it in here. My goodness, the end run that they're pulling is really terrible. But you look at around here, you look at all these guys, these tarpaulins that are everywhere. Some of them fell down already. The van came in. I think they put up like 10 tarpaulins. That means they're breaking ground. They're breaking ground up over here. They're going to fix the fence here. And look, there's just tarpaulins up everywhere now. Every time they put a tarpaulin up, that means they're going to be breaking ground, putting the footers in. And they got a lot more construction guys coming in here and working. They cut the grass here because there's one going there. They got it all staked out right now. There's a tarpaulin there. You go up on the next streets, there's 2 or 3 tarpaulins on every street now back here. So they're getting there. Morning. And this is our little hood. This is the hood right here, but here's 2 more. Look at this. There's one right here going up. They just put this tarpaulin up. They have like a little ceremony like they did with us. And there's one there. And they'll be cleaning this grass out, I'm sure, real quick. And it's just moving along in here. There's one going up back there. There's another tarpaulin. You can see the back side of it. And it's cooking. And these guys, there's our foreman there. He just had a birthday here recently. But these guys are all humping. Coco's busy working. Some of them are working 7 days a week. And it's just busy as can be right now. It's very, very busy. They got rid of the one guy that was going crazy in his truck. They had a construction vehicle where when he was done, he was tearing out of here. And for my wife to get mad at somebody, morning, you got to be she got to be pretty mad. And but we talked to the guards, and he's not allowed in here anymore. So I guess he came in the next day, same guy, and they stopped him. They stopped him and turned him around, which was really good. So, good morning. How are you? All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go, guys. What do you say?
Good job.